If you're living paycheck to paycheck, no matter how much income you're making and you're finding it hard to find extra money in your finances to put towards your savings, put towards paying off your debt, in this video, I have the perfect framework for you. It's something that I've used to personally pay off $43,000 of debt, and it's what I share inside my personal finance community, Dollar Discipline University, which that's kind of what I'm doing in this video. I am building and sharing everything that's happening in the community with these videos daily in public. So how these videos are going to work. First, we're going to go through maybe some YouTube comments, do a little Q&A session. So I want to give you guys immediate value, the viewers of this video. Then the reason probably why you clicked on this video, how do you find hidden cash flow to pay off debt? And in the thumbnail, I said $100 to $300 per month, and that is very real. There's people inside the community that have done that and actually more. So I'm going to share how they've done that as well. And then maybe towards the end, just things happening inside the community that, again, will help you do all of this as well. So this is my community, Dollar Discipline University. Okay, it's the link's down below if you're interested. School.com/debt. So we're going to go to the YouTube comments, and right now we don't have any. So this is the part of the video that I want to just kind of dive into your comments, questions, and I just want to provide value to you. So let's go to the next part here. How do we do this? What's the hidden cash flow thing? And oh wow, Chris, this is probably some paid thing that you're doing, right? If you're finding all this hidden cash flow. No, it's not. So inside the community, let me make this bigger for you guys. I started doing a cash flow kickstart. It's a 2-day sprint to find more money in your finances. And what the plan is it's going to help you figure out where your money's been going, how to realign your money to things that matter the most, and how to keep that momentum month after month. So raise your hand or write in the comments here, which one of these are you currently on? Like which stage are you currently on? Or which one have you had the most challenges with? I think this one is a really hard place for people to start. Where's your money been going? People are very nervous to kind of look at their finances. And some of the people down here, I'm going to kind of talk through these and share some wins inside the community. So Angie, for example, was able to pay off $20,000 of debt in a year. We'll talk about her in a second. Zane was able to pay, went from negative cash flow to paying off $5,000 in debt in 3 months using this framework. And Janine was able to pay off one credit card that was over $1,000 in just 30 days, a credit card that she thought would take a few more months because she thought she was living paycheck to paycheck. So where your money has been going. So if we open up Janine's here, here she goes. She said, about to finish my first month, 1 credit card paid off. Okay, 4 more to go. She's already looking ahead. And basically the takeaway from this is that I have control and knowledge around my finances. Although not perfect, I'm no longer burying my head guesstimating where my money is and where it is going. So this was awareness for her. She, didn't have this awareness step. So that's this first thing. Awareness is right here. How to realign your money to things that matter the most. So if we look at Angie's post here, she paid off $20,000 of debt in a year. So she made this little graph here. This was from June of 2024, and she made this post and like a exact to the date 12-month anniversary, where she said she paid off $65,000 of debt, 65%. Sorry. And basically what happened was, sure, the tools, okay, she was working with me. She kept focused, disciplined, motivated, but her income didn't increase, but she was able to go from like, oh my God, I'm drowning in debt, to be able to just pay $65,000 of debt. Her income didn't increase. So what did she do? She took action, which is this step, how to realign your money to things that matter the most. And she was able to do that month after month after month, which is keeping up the accountability, which is this part, how to keep the momentum. And then Zane went from negative cash flow to paying off $5,000 of debt in 3 months. Now his is a bit longer, so we're not going to read like the whole thing here, but basically, I'll go to the numbers here just to show you. So all these changes have helped me create an extra $3,980 in my monthly budget, going from negative cash flow of $1,750 to being in the green $2,230. So basically, just by going through this process has been very helpful. So for him, what he did, just to be very clear, he looked at his income strategy and he's like, well, I could definitely do something different. So he did maximize it. Okay, so that's part of this too. It is about the expenses, the budgeting, etc. But like the long-term play is the income. So that's how he was able to have such a big win. So maybe that's something that you can think about. It's like, oh man, I can never have a win like this. Well, look at Zane. Okay, so try to figure out a way to maximize the income. He cut unwanted expenses, And the way he phrased this, I don't want people to think that this process is only like, hey, you got to immediately cut everything. You got to go, hard. You got to spend $0. It's more, that's why I like to call it realigning your money to the things that matter most. So what happens a lot of times is I see people increasing a line item. Let's say, I use this example a lot, but fitness, okay? People are like, wow, yeah, I have my $20 gym membership, but the things that, when I write down like the things that are most important to me, my North Star goals, I have fitness in there. So why am I only spending $20, right? That seems crazy. If it's so important to you, if it's a top 2, 3, 5 thing in your life, why would we not want to put more time, money, effort, and sacrifices to it? I think stuff like, having a gym membership, a lot of people just try to find like, hey, what's the cheapest thing to do to like keep me accountable or whatever. But are you going to be accountable to, a thing that you're paying $10 or $20 a month to? Probably not. Maybe not. You probably wouldn't go as much as you would like. What would happen if you were spending like $120 on your fitness? Let's say you upgraded the gym and now it's like $60 a month. Plus, like, you do extra classes and stuff, and it's like, wow, now I'm paying a lot more money. I better do this crap. I better go and I better do it. Or you could find like an accountability buddy, right? Like have your partner or a friend or a coworker, and you guys like meet there at the gym on certain days or whatever. Because imagine you not having that accountability partner and you're like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to go today. You just want to sit on the couch and you want to do the thing. But it's like, no, like this person's going to literally show up at the gym in 30 minutes. And I'm going to disappoint them if I'm not there. And then your friend's probably thinking the same thing. Like, oh my God, this stupid accountability thing is really annoying because now I have to go because, this other person wants to go. So accountability is huge. And that's kind of what Zane's talking about here. So he's basically like, yeah, I had some bad financial decisions in the past, and I'm gonna keep going on this progress. And he didn't mention this here, but a couple weeks ago, he messaged me that he has like a specific block set up during his week for his finances, and I was just like, that is incredible. So he literally spends like, I think he says it's like an hour a week or something, just kind of going through stuff, like keeping track of all of his spending. But more importantly, maybe just doing like a higher level view of the finances. And I think it's just very cool because imagine you saying that you care about something and then you looking at your time, your money, your effort, your sacrifices, and it's barely on any of those radars. Like think about finances, for example. It's like, oh man, I'm living paycheck to paycheck every month, or oh man, I think I make more, I make a good money, but like, why can't I put it towards my financial goals? Well, how much time are you putting towards your finances? How much are you thinking about this on a weekly, monthly, daily basis, right? So once we focus in on that, then I would much rather, how to keep the momentum month after month is really important. I would much rather have you go slower, but be able to do something every month than like go super hard for like 2 or 3 months and then realize that's not sustainable, fall off the cliff, right? And then you're back to like let me make a little graph here. So if we do, like, here's our, oh, that's not bad, pretty straight line. So I'd much rather have you do this, right? And maybe there's gonna be like levels of plateauing and then you're going back up and then another plateau. I'd rather have you do that than like, you're like, oh man, this is amazing. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Like, this is so unsustainable. Like, oh wow, let's keep it going again. Oh wow. And then it's just like, you're just like slowly like losing energy in the process. And this would be like time down here. And then this would be, I don't know, progress / money, right? Whatever we want to call it. So just to give you some context, so I'd much rather have you like do it slowly and steady, and it's something that you can do every single month, than doing all this stuff. And I mentioned that I paid off $43,000 of debt. Me and my wife did that in just over a year, and it's because we, over a year. I mean, $43,000 of debt in a year is pretty, I would say, impressive. I would say so. Results will vary, but we just did a very boring, basic thing where every month we sat on our couch and we just looked at our laptop. Here we go. I'm going to draw a laptop for you guys. Let's see. And we just updated our laptop with all of the debt that we had. And by laptop, I mean like a spreadsheet, right? And we did this every single month. Every month. And it took 5 to 10 minutes. And like, even doing this just helped out so much. Because what happened was we were, for over $40,000 of debt. We had 12 loans between us. 12, it's so many. I wouldn't recommend it. And basically, we just had to communicate about our debt because we had one shared bank account. We had all these loans all over the place. And imagine if my wife, so the stuff that was in her name and the stuff that was in my name, let's say we both prioritized one of our solo debts or whatever, and we we basically crippled our bank account because we weren't communicating. Where it's like, no, no, no. Looking at this list, you do, let's focus on this yours for the next 2 months. Once that's done, all that money's going to roll into mine, and then we're going to finish that up and keep going and going and going. So I think this process is very, very helpful. So how these calls are going to work, guys? Again, these are completely free because I do think everyone deserves the opportunity to have the awareness to figure out how to take action and then stay accountable. And that's literally the reason why this community exists. Okay, so every single week. So I've done one here. I just remove the times from the calendar so people don't get confused, like new members or whatever. I had one a couple days ago, and then I have call 2 tonight. So how it's going to work, basically we have call 1, where we're going through the awareness process. In between the calls is an action item that you need to take. And then call 2 is about the accountability going forward, okay? So I have different times, different day time combinations. So the next one that's available is this weekend one here for people that are super extra busy during the week. I totally get that. So I just had a weekend warriors one here where it's there's going to be, usually I have a 48-hour window between the calls just to give everyone enough time. But this is hey, you got to just do the thing in 24 hours. And then the week after is this. And then for October, I'm going to start adding some new times as well. I plan on doing this for a while. I just think it's the best way to grow it. And then, again, this is a completely free community to join. What's really cool is seeing all these different faces up here and names, just posting wins or asking questions. For a while, it was just my stupid, boring face here. I hated seeing walls of just me and my face. But now it's grown a lot. We're getting people new every day. So really, really cool if you want to check that out. Again, I'm making these videos daily. So drop your comments into the below. If you're still watching this, what challenges are you having? Any questions you have? Any specific things in your personal finances around saving money, paying off debt? Maybe a budgeting thing, just mindset, having confidence, going through the process, because it's a process. Everyone wants to get rich tomorrow, but in reality, it takes a really long time to put in the effort, the sacrifices on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis. I've been doing this personal finance thing for over a decade now, legitimately. I've been, my 9-to-5 job is a corporate accountant. So I have a deep understanding of finances, and I've also gone through my own struggles inside my personal finances as well. And that's kind of what I'm sharing here. Everything that I know, it's the fastest line path to get from where you are to where you want to go. So if that interests you, make sure to check out Dollar Discipline University down below. I'm doing these daily, so I'll see you tomorrow.